Alright, sorry about that. Gotta solve some drama. I'm not as tired as usual, but I'm also not as awake as usual. So it's like it's better than usual. I said usual way too many times. It's better than the most Sundays, but it's not fully Saturday energy, right? You can still feel like I'm a little bit on the slower side, but we can make this. I would say we got a good time here. All right, the collage. I swear to God, if this is another, if this is another SCP connected to the Albicolia groups, like if we have 3 SCPs at the first half that are all connected to the same group, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Euclid. Then we will only have like sharing sickness is the only one that has nothing to do with it. Euclid. SCP-1803 is to be kept at Sector 23, suspended by steel cables from the ceiling of a secure 10 meter width, 25 meter depth, and 50 meter height item containment room. SCP-1803 is to be kept at least 1 meter from contact with the floors, walls, or ceiling of its containment area. Cables suspending SCP-1803 should be no greater than 15 mm in diameter and should be spaced no closer than 0.5 meter together at their anchor points. -1 is to be monitored continually for changes in content by security personnel with level 4 clearance. Changes in content shall be documented and forwarded to the Foundation Intelligence Analysis Department for assessment. Any experiments must be cleared with the Intelligence Analysis Department. Absolutely no SCP decommissioning is to take place within a 10-kilometer radius of SCP-1803. Damn, okay. SCP-1803 is a section of a residential building originally located at Redacted in Germany. The major portion of SCP-1803 includes an 18-meter length of exterior masonry wall, 12 meter in height, the lower 3 meter of which is excavated foundation that had been originally below ground. Attached to the interior side of the wall section are portions of flooring from 3 levels of the original structure, as well as interior walls, doors, windows, and 1 complete half bath. Approximately centered in the wall section is a 10 times 5 meter studio missing only 1 interior wall. Within the room is a stationary humanoid figure posed facing out of the room's single window. Samples from the humanoid figure shows tissues consistent with that of a human male, though it has shown no sign of movement, biological function, or decay since containment. SCP-1803, including the humanoid figure, is completely covered by -1. -1 is a multimedia collage consisting of newspaper, magazine clippings, photographs, various textual elements, painted canvas, graffiti, toys, posters, sculptural elements, redacted, and numerous other found objects. God, they just used the whole garbage can. You're like, everything. They did the bar dog of SCP, everything, and just throw it all together. See document CI-1803-A, content survey -1. The majority of -1's surface area undergoes continual revision, replacing older elements of its content with new items. New items will appear to grow from beneath adjoining items, overlapping older elements until the older elements are completely overcovered. Despite this method of renewal, probes of -1 show that no one area of -1 is greater than layers thick, despite observation that 80% of its surface area has been completely replaced time since coming within Foundation custody. Approximately 20% of -1's surface area does not undergo this renewal, consisting of 3 areas in the central room of SCP-1803 that have remained consistent since SCP-1803 was contained. See document CI-1803-B, consistent elements of -1. Content identified in -1, aside from items directly incorporated due to contact with -1, is composed of elements that have been discarded or otherwise destroyed at some time prior to their incorporation. While approximately % of traceable new items have been confirmed to have to have been destroyed or discarded within a 10-kilometer radius of -1 within 12 months prior to incorporation. The remainder have no known limitation as to origin, either temporarily or geographically. -1 shows a marked bias toward works of art, photographs, and censored literature, which account for between 45% and 65% of its surface area at any one time. I have to read this again. I see. Okay. Gotcha. Much of the remainder will be random discarded objects distributed in a way that suggests commentary on -1's content. Attempts to communicate with -1 by introducing new content have been inconclusive but suggestive of conscious direction of -1's composition. About % of -1 will consist of classified or otherwise secret documentation from a variety of sources, including the Foundation itself. To date, -1 has incorporated reports and memos from different national intelligence agencies, different corporations, different NGOs, and groups of interest. I think Cynthia just got live. Why you gotta be like this, Cynthia? Yeah, that looks good though. When any item contacts -1 at points with a combined cross-section greater than 400 millimeters squared within a 0.25 meters squared area for a duration longer than 15 seconds, there will be one of two possible reactions from -1. For large items of structural nature, walls, floors, ceilings, support beams, masonry, pipes larger than 20 millimeter in diameter, furniture, appliances, heavy machinery, and so on, -1 will attach itself to the item and begin to grow over it, eventually incorporating it into the combined mass of SCP-1803. Such items can be removed. Removed items do not retain the anomalous properties of SCP-1803 or -1. This process is not recommended because of potential damage to SCP-1803 or -1. Other items will be drawn into -1 at the point of contact. No attempt to retrieve an item during this occurrence has met with success. At best, attempts have resulted in mechanical failure of the object at the point of contact with -1 and retention of the unincorporated portion within 24 hours. The object will re-emerge elsewhere as part of the composition of -1, usually in several pieces present in some geometric arrangement. This process proved fatal for any living organism. Oh, fuck. Addendum 1, document I-10. There's a lot of these ones right now. Like I-1803-23A. Okay, what do we have here? Incident report / containment breach. SCPs involved -1 and another SCP. Date. Location Sector 23. Description: 90 days after the decommissioning of SCP at site kilometers from Sector 23, the security team monitoring SCP-1803 noticed the incorporation of redacted into -1. The area was locked down, and researchers from site confirmed that the visible redacted was a section of SCP had been the Killer class redacted, and if fully exposed outside its specified containment protocol could result in an X-case scenario. After 12 hours of a Foundation-wide full alert, the redacted full emerged, and it was determined that redacted was only a section of SCP cut into the shape of a 5-pointed star. Without redacted, SCP was incomplete, preventing full manifestation of SCP anomalous effect. The inert section of SCP was peeled off of -1 by a remote operated drone and destroyed without any further incident. No more decoms anywhere near this thing. Director side. Okay. Addendum 2, document R-1803-101AB. Oh god. This is a long one, isn't it? Document, yeah. Transcript of Interpol surveillance prior to identification of SCP-1803. On agents of Interpol were conducting audio surveillance on multifamily apartment building redacted in Germany. They were monitoring Dr. Otto male, 95 years old, for involvement with Redacted, suspected of possible terrorist activities. At 1845 local time, Dr. Otto received two unidentified male visitors. Transcript is translated from the original German. No, leave it in German, I can read it. I can finally use my German to use. Okay, begin transcript. 1848. I don't have many visitors these. I don't have many visitors these days. Who did you say you were? David sent us. Well, in German, David. David? You know David. He told us to ask you if you. He told us to ask you if we were cool yet. I cannot believe it. It's the third SCP that is connected to that group. Oh, that David. Come in, friends. Have a seat. 45 seconds pause in conversation as the three men take seats in the main room of the studio. You're a hard man to find, sir. Quite intentional. Too many of the wrong people looking. Now forgive me, but I am wondering why our mutual acquaintance would send you to me. I have retired from teaching esoterica, and I'm quite busy with my own project. Well, to be honest, they didn't really send us. We want to talk about your project. My projects are my concern. Just listen to our proposal. You can help us strike a blow against the fascist oligarchy ruling Europe. Oh, I see. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, please listen. There's a fantastic idea. We set it up in Brussels, at Redacted. Imagine it. That brand new €1 building covered with every secret memo, every document they ever tried to hide, and monitor every petty. Get out! Doctor, I think you should hear us out. I've heard enough. You're a pair of ignorant fools. You don't even know what fascism means. Statement stops abruptly. 10 seconds pause in the conversation. Kurt, what are you doing? Getting the good doctor's attention. Young man, please put the gun away. No. You're going to help us make a statement that will inspire the masses to. You have no idea what you're doing. Sir, if you help us, we go down in history. But all that will happen is they close their building. If you think anyone will get to see their precious secrets before they destroy the place, you are a greater fool than I imagine you are. We will see. All we need is your notes. We can do the ritual ourselves. I actually think you would. Your eyes. I've seen that kind of look before. A determined, righteous man, aren't you? We are, sir. Shut up. Do you know what the ritual entails? Yes, sir. I've waited decades to create my memorial, but the techniques of Thule are not cheap. I've balked at the price, spent my life searching for a means to avoid it. But I take it you're willing to pay. There are plenty of people in that building I would sacrifice to see you outlive. I suppose if you're willing, I should be as well. Unidentified sounds. Sir? Doctor? What are you doing? Gunshots record ends. And transcript closes here. By the time the Interpol agents on duty arrived at Dr. Otto's apartment, Dashman had already covered 90% of the studio. Foundation agents were called in, the building was condemned, and SCP-1803 separated from the existing structure and airlifted to Sector 23. Genetic testing has revealed the humanoid form in SCP-1803 as the remains of Dr. Tests on the remains of the other two males have identified them as Simon and Kurt, college students who had been linked to the Germany sale of Are We Cool Yet collective currently inactive. God damn it, I can't believe we have a third one, man. And then 3 document CI 1803-A-A. Contents survey -1 summary data redacted by request of Intelligence Analysis Department 05. And addendum 4 document CI S-1803-B-A. Okay. Document CI-1803-B-A consistent elements of -1 summary consistent elements in -1 are confined to 3 areas in the central room around the humanoid figure. Area 1 is the largest, surrounding the single window. Items comprising it have been dated as early as 1990 and as late as 1930. The majority of the textual elements are from German language publications from the period. Artistic elements include paintings, sculptures, lithographs, and photographic reproductions of modernist works from this era. Almost all art in this section has been documented as having been destroyed by the German Nazi regime as examples of entartete Kunst, yeah, as in like unmasked art, yeah. Like I was so used to like the French one, it's in German, yeah. The entartete Kunst, which I'm pretty sure the photo just says that. Okay, degenerate art is not really like the correct direct translation, but it's close enough. The 35 artists represented included Otto Dix, Kurt Schwitters, Paul Schwitters. Okay, so I'm just going to say it in German. Otto Dix, Kurt Schwitters, Paul Klee, and Piet Mondrian. Well, that might be a French one, but many of the works incorporated has been displayed in the Nazi Entartete Kunst exhibit premiering in Munich in 1937. The other 2 areas are on opposing walls to either side of the humanoid figure. Both consist of flayed human skin pasted over newsprint. Rectangular holes have been cut in the surface of the skin to reveal lettering beneath. The skin on the right hand wall has 72 holes of varying sizes, and the wall has a footnote saying, genetically identified as the remains of Kurt. Yeah. Each hole reveals either a single letter word or punctuation mark from the following series. Words are in English. R, cool, yeah, so A, R, C, cool, W, we, Y, yet. The skin on the left hand wall has 132 holes, all revealing the number 9. And that's genetically identified as the remains of Simon. You know, I will say it. He did warn you guys. He did say you guys don't understand how this works, and you don't know what you're doing. And the fact that he asked you, do you understand how this works? Do you understand how this how the ritual works or what the ritual entails? And you lied to him like, yeah, of course we knew. If you knew for real, you would not have been turned into the collage yourself. You walked into your own death. Not only that, but he asked you to leave. It's also just but it is crazy that he himself got killed for the ritual. He was like, you know what? I'm 95. I might as well take myself out while I'm at it. Might as well do that. Because if I'm doing this, I'm gonna get hunted down anyway, so might as well just not exist anymore. I mean, that's baller move. And he's also 95, like he's like, I have nothing to lose. Let's do it. And then he did it. Crazy.